guys? It's BAYBAYHAY and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, hi, I'm Haley and I'm so happy to have you here today. I know you guys clicked on this video because you want to hear more about my weight loss journey, my health journey, my fitness journey, whatever you want to call it. So we are going to dive into that. But I just wanted to start by saying that I am a little nervous to film this video, which is kind of why I haven't touched on it for a while. And the reason is because weight gain, weight loss, not changing your weight, it's a very vulnerable topic for a lot of people and it's sometimes really hard to share. And so I just wanted to say that like this isn't just like the easiest thing for me to talk about. And also too, I don't want anyone here watching this video, clicking on this video, feeling like they need to lose weight, because that is absolutely not what this video is about at all. I want to share my journey with you, but in doing that, I want to motivate and inspire you in other ways and in other aspects of your life. For the sake of this video, I am going to be telling you guys my weight. I just want to emphasize that I don't actually own a scale. I do not have one in my apartment and I do not weigh myself regularly. If you feel like you are so caught up in weighing yourself every single day and it's something that really consumes you in a negative way, then I definitely encourage you to get rid of your scale or put it in a storage closet, put it in your attic, like wherever it is out of sight, so that you don't do that on a daily basis, because I really think that that can be negative for your mind. And so I will tell you guys my weight and everything from before, and then I'll tell you guys it now, but I just want you guys to remember that the number on the scale is not the most important thing. So really, please don't worry about that. If you are new to my channel, I want to start kind of like at the beginning and share with you guys like my journey with life throughout the last couple years. I was originally from Seattle. I lived there my whole life and I went to college at the University of Washington. I was a Gamma Phi Beta, and after I graduated college, I moved to Las Vegas. It was 6 months after I graduated, and I graduated in 2019, but from 2020 to 2022 now is where I've seen the most changes with my weight. So I'm not going to dive into college or any of that time. I just really want to start at the beginning of 2020 when I moved to Las Vegas, because I think that that is kind of like the most important aspect of time. So when I was living in college, I had made a friend who was in my sorority, and I was given the opportunity after I graduated to move to Las Vegas and live at her parents' house in their casita. I had gotten a job in Vegas, and so that is the reason why I moved. I had a place to live and I had a job. So I moved in the beginning of January of 2020. It was actually on January 13th, and I've now hit my 2-year mark of being here. But anyways, I moved to Vegas and I was living with my friend and her family. This is where the struggles for me really started. Being in a brand new state is so difficult, not knowing your surroundings at all. On top of it, I have no family in Las Vegas and I'm a big family person. I love my family so much, and so not getting to see them on a regular basis was really difficult for me. I also had no friends here. I obviously had the one friend that I moved here and lived with, but other than that, I had no friends. I was also starting a brand new job, and this job was very stressful for me. Then when I would come home from work, I was being parented by somebody else's parents. It was a very toxic environment for me, and I just was not happy there. And so I just think that all of these struggles were something that I was constantly dealing with on a daily basis. I just was really not happy while I was living there, and while I was, you know, struggling and going through like those first few months, I was eating a lot. I was eating to cope with the feelings that I was having, the sadness, the struggles, and it's not something that I really shared. I didn't even like do YouTube that much then, but I was binge eating at night, lots of different like snacks, cookies, chips, candy, anything like that, I would eat at night and watch a show. This is something that I would do just to make me feel better, but then I would eat all this food and I would regret it and I wouldn't feel better. And so it was just a battle of like constantly consuming all of these things and then feeling guilty over the fact that I ate them. I had been going to Orange Theory and trying to work out, and that was like an escape for me. But then I wasn't able to go into work. I couldn't go into the office, and this made my job a lot harder because the role for me changed. So what I had learned from January to March was now not really what my job was, and so I had to completely relearn what I was doing, which was also very stressful. And I honestly just felt trapped in a home that I didn't want to be in, and I was stuck there every single day, and it was just so mentally draining for me. And I just called my mom one day and I was bawling my eyes out. It was like sometime in March and I was just struggling so much, you guys. And I remember that I had gotten on the scale and I weighed 130 pounds. I am 5 feet tall. I'm a really short girl, and that was a lot of weight for me. I always tried to keep a smile on my face. I always tried to be positive, but I was just struggling, and I knew that the environment I was living in was something that I needed to get out of. And so apartment complexes weren't open. I couldn't go tour anything, and then also too, with all stores being closed, I wasn't able to get any furniture for a while. So I just had to wait a little bit of time until I could get an apartment. But then in June of 2020, I finally got my apartment, and that's where things started to get a lot better for me. The only setback that I had, which was kind of a major one, is that I was moving in 3 days after I moved in. I was cutting an avocado and I was holding it in my hand like this, and I severed a tendon and a nerve in my pinky finger. I ended up having to get surgery, and I wasn't able to work out for about 4 months. I really had to take this seriously because if I fell at any point before the tendon was fully healed, I would risk tearing it, and they said that there could be a possibility of having to amputate my pinky finger, and I definitely did not want that to happen. So I was very mindful about not working out, not walking a lot, and just like trying to take it a little bit more easy in terms of like the gym and stuff. So I didn't start working out really until the end of August because I was able to start walking then, but I couldn't start actually going to the gym and like doing full workouts until October. And I then at that point had lost like all motivation for the gym. I felt so discouraged by the gym, and like I didn't even really want to work out. And so it was difficult because I had been living in a toxic environment. I was binge eating a ton. I just felt so sad. Then I got my apartment, and although maybe my eating got a little bit better, I wasn't able to work out at all. And so I just didn't have any movement with my body. I wasn't exercising. And so I feel like for the whole first year that I was in Vegas, I just gained a significant amount of weight because of all of these things. So now we're at January of 2021. I had still been working for my sales job, and it was going all right, but I had been filming YouTube videos for a while. My YouTube channel started to take off a little bit more, and then I decided to quit my sales job. I was able to pay my bills with the money that I was making from YouTube, with collaborations from brands, and I didn't need my sales job anymore, and that job was really bringing me down. And I haven't really shared that, but I don't mind doing sales. I loved when I was in the office, and I really wanted to do outside sales, but the role that I was doing changed when the pandemic hit, and I was talking about something on the phone that I really wasn't passionate about. I didn't enjoy the job. And so after I quit my job, I found myself focusing a lot more on health and fitness. I was going to the gym a lot more regularly, and I just had gained a lot more confidence in the gym. And the way I was able to do that is honestly just by going and walking on the treadmill. I just got more comfortable being in the gym, and then I slowly started to add weights, and then I was doing a lot of workouts from Whitney Simmons on her Instagram, and that truly was helping me a lot. I was also focusing on eating healthier, but my mindset of healthy eating and the foods I was putting in my body were different then than they are now. And so I want to dive into that a little bit. And during that time, you guys probably can look back on my videos or even remember that I was eating a lot of plant-based foods at that time. I'm not saying that I was vegan. I definitely wasn't, because I was eating eggs and seafood, but I was eating just a lot more foods that were vegan. And I'm not saying vegan is bad by any means, but the issue for me was that I was significantly lacking protein. I would eat so many carbs and fats, and I wasn't eating really any protein. And so I just think that I didn't like focus enough on that, and I still was binge eating a bit at night. I would eat foods after I'd already eaten all of my meals throughout the day, and it was just unnecessary calories that I didn't need. So although I was eating healthier, I was just eating too much, and I wasn't necessarily eating the most healthy options. So up until March of 2021, I weighed myself around this time, and I was around like 117, 115. So at that point, I had lost about 15 pounds over the course of a year. So I still had made positive impacts for myself. I had done things to help myself a lot in those like few months from getting my apartment until the time that it was like around the spring. And so I definitely was feeling better mentally, just being in my own space, getting back into the gym and eating healthier. So those are some things that I was really trying to focus on. I was spending quality time alone. I had made a new friend, Caitlin, and she was a big part of my life, and so I really was feeling better. Then in April of 2021, I met Brandon. If you guys don't know who Brandon is, he is my boyfriend, and you guys, he's just the best ever. And we went on our first date on April 2nd. I explained the whole story of how we met, but he does live at my apartments. He is a bodybuilder. He owns a personal training business, and he is super into health and fitness. And he really has changed my life for the better. Honestly, you guys, Brandon has made me the happiest person that I have ever been. And I am not saying that you need to fall in love to lose weight, but I just think that being happy is a big aspect of my weight loss. And I really think that who you are on the inside is a big reflection of what you look like on the outside. And he truly encourages me in so many ways, and this is something that I really needed. It's very important to surround yourself with people that are going to push you, that are going to motivate you and encourage you, and you really are who you surround yourself with. And Brandon has helped me in, I can't even explain to you guys, like, he does the littlest things for me just to help me. Like, I'll go over to his place, and as soon as I walk in the door, he pours me a fresh glass of water, or already has water on the nightstand for me ready to go. And so he's constantly reminding me to drink water. He makes healthy foods. Whenever we go on walks, it's honestly because he called me and invited me to go on a walk with him. Like, he is just so encouraging and has helped me so much. And so after I met Brandon, I have changed my diet more. I have incorporated a lot more protein, and he has helped me become so much more confident in the gym with lifting weights. Like, I'm actually squatting and doing deadlifts, and I'm doing all these exercises that I never did before him, and I'm doing them the right way with the correct form, and I just feel a lot better with going to the gym. And so he really has helped me with my fitness goals, with my health goals. And I think one of the biggest things is that I don't feel so lonely anymore, and I didn't realize how lonely I felt until he came into my life. The loneliness that I was feeling was causing me to still eat at night and to binge watch shows and just like consume extra food that I didn't need. But then when Brandon came into my life, I didn't really feel that anymore. Like, I stopped eating a bunch of junk food, and I wasn't really spending my nights alone, and I was enjoying my time with him. And I stopped thinking about food as comfort because Brandon was my comfort. I had thought that I was gonna move to Arizona so that I could be closer to my mom, but I just feel feel so happy, and I'm just like so incredibly thankful that he came into my life. It was like the time when I really needed him the most. We have a lot of similarities and we're passionate about a lot of the same things, and so we do spend a lot of time together, and that truly has just made me feel so good. I really just have been focusing on my mental health and how I feel. I love going to the gym and working out, going on daily walks and going outside and getting fresh air. I focus more on taking time for myself and enjoying that time, relaxing, getting lots of sleep at night, like a full 8 hours, so that I'm well rested and I wake up feeling so energized and like ready for a new day. Eating foods that are full of nutritious value that really just fuel you and make you feel so good after you eat them. And yeah, I am eating a lot less. I was binge eating so much, you guys, and so I cut out a bunch of junk, cookies, candy, chips, and although those things you can have in moderation and balance is very important, you don't need those every single night to feel good. And I thought that I did, and I was eating a lot of it, and it wasn't something that I put on camera. It's not something that I shared. It wasn't something that I was proud of. And so I've just cut out all that food that I don't need, and I do think that that has made a big difference. I've also tried to just stay more hydrated, drinking a lot of water, cleaning regularly, and keeping my place in order, just because it makes me feel a lot more motivated and inspired. I try to practice gratitude and just speak kindly to myself, not compare myself to a bunch of other people, and not like scrolling on Instagram looking at what other people are doing or anything like that. I just have really tried to focus on things that make me feel good, and I think that truly when you start focusing more on how you feel on the inside, it will change the way that you look on the outside. And so when I stopped thinking about my weight, when I stopped thinking about wanting to lose weight or look different, that's when I really started to see changes on the outside, and I just feel so much happier. And so I'm not trying to be at any weight. I don't care what the number says. I just want to feel good mentally. I want to feel good physically by working out, and I just want to be happy. And I feel like I really am at that place now, and I am glowing because I've been focusing on how I feel and rather than how I look. And so if you are really struggling, I encourage you so much to just focus on your mental health, focus on how you feel and what makes you feel good, and that really will like make a difference for you. I want to remind you guys that I'm not saying that the body that I was in before wasn't beautiful, because I've always been beautiful, but the body that I'm in now is so much happier and so much healthier. I physically am like not focusing on anything else. I don't really have like a certain body that I want to look like or be at. I never said I want to weigh a certain amount. I just look like this now because this is how I feel, and what I've been doing to make me feel good has made me look like this. And I definitely do like want to gain more muscle. I want to be stronger, and I want to be more confident with lifting weights, and I am going to the gym more and doing that. So yeah, if I have a physical goal, it's just to like gain more muscle, but really I just want to focus on my mental health and feeling good every day. And so I just think that it's very important that you don't focus on the scale, don't focus on losing weight, but just focus on your feelings and feeling good and feeling happy and inspired. And I hope that this video has encouraged you to do that and to think in a different way. I am now around 103 pounds, and obviously it fluctuates. Remember that on this scale, there's so many factors that affect it, whether you have gone to the bathroom or not, whether you weigh yourself in the morning or at night, if you have eaten or not, whether you're on your period or not. Like, there are so many things that affect the scale, so don't even really focus on that. Like I've said, it doesn't matter at all. But for this video, yes, I have lost around 25 to 30 pounds depending on when I've weighed myself. I just want you guys to feel better, and I want to continue to give you motivation and tips to help yourself and to help your journey in life to just be the best version of you, because really becoming the best version of myself is what I want to do. All in all, I just want you guys to remember that no matter what you look like on the outside, you are beautiful, and to focus on how you feel on the inside. Even if you were the same exact height as me and the same exact weight as me, you wouldn't look like me, and that is absolutely okay. Your body is unique to you and you need to celebrate that. I am truly just wanting to become the best version of myself every single day, and so just focus on your mental health, focus on becoming a better you, and you will see a difference on the outside if that's what you are looking for. If you are looking to be glowing or whatever it may be, just focus on the internal you. I am going to close out this video here. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it motivated you and inspired you, and I'm going to be filming a lot more videos to help you guys and encourage you guys every single day. And so make sure that you are subscribed if you aren't subscribed yet. It would honestly mean so much to me. Also, put my post notifications on and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.